We all are sort of all, it's like programmed to talk about how great she is and how smart she is. I mean, she campaigned a lot for Kamala Harris. She was a key speaker of the Democratic National Convention. Barack Obama was a key strategist for this whole thing that happened last year. And yet somehow Donald Trump still won. So I'm rethinking the premise that she's the answer to the future, or that any politician is the answer to the Democratic Party.
I mean,
she's not a politician.
She's so good that Melania Trump stole her speech.
I'm sorry, what?
She's so good that Melania Trump plagiarized her speech, or do you not remember?
And you like her,
at the
Scott?
Republican convention.
Scott, you like Michelle Obama?
Yeah, I think she's fine, but just after the, I thought she gave a wonderful speech as far as convention speeches go. I'm just looking at what happened last fall. The Obamas helped engineer Biden's ouster. They put in Harris. They ran the campaign. She campaigned for him, and it was a total failure. I'm just wondering how good they really are.
I think Democrats just cannot stop losing as Michelle Obama launches a new career and a podcast, and it's flopping big time. You won't even believe what the numbers are actually showing. It's actually worse than you think. Michelle Obama was supposed to be the Democrats' savior in 2024 election, as everybody was saying that this is the only person that can beat Donald Trump. And there's rumors going around that she may even run for president in 2028. Like, ladies and gentlemen, this is bad news, because this is not what people were expecting. People were expecting an explosive support from Democrats, but it looks like support for the Obamas is now out the window. And divorce rumors are going up. Everything is going up. And Democrats are just not having a good time. They're looking for a leader. And they thought that by Michelle Obama launching a podcast, it will get America's attention. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how it all started. Take a listen. This is her and her brother, which looks to be like her twin, speaking of the podcast. And I'll show you the numbers that are very devastating. Take a listen.
Hey, TikTok, it's Michelle Obama, and I'm here with my big brother, Craig.
Hey, everybody.
We're here because we're excited to announce the launch of our new podcast called IMO with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson.
And we just posted the trailer if you want to check it out.
Check it out. Thanks, you guys. See you soon.
So there they are on TikTok launching a podcast, and it's very confusing time for the Obamas. The Obamas were literally the dynasty of presidents, right? When it comes to Michelle Obama still being involved, when it comes to Obama being involved literally in politics, and a lot of people say that he had like 3 or 4 terms by this point. But it gets even weirder and it gets even crazier, as reports are showing here. We got to go to Benny Johnson. Michelle Obama's first couple of podcast episodes absolutely flopped, not even getting a combined 20,000 views in 15 hours. So here's something I want to do. Make sure to smash this like button. Make sure to share this video. So that way, because I'm pretty sure that this video will get more views than her podcast. I'm just saying, she's a former first lady. Apparently, she's the one that can beat Trump. She's the Democrat savior. I think this video would do better than all her podcasts combined. So make sure to smash the like button and push this video out to the algorithm. So apparently, the comments are filled with people saying nobody asked for this, right? What an utter failure. Who thought that this was a good idea for the Democrat savior to start a podcast and then flop? Ladies and gentlemen, here are some of the views for this podcast. 4.2K. That's a lot of people. 13K, that's a lot of people. 13K, that's a lot of. Imagine a room full of 13,000 people. Now, that's a lot of people for me, but not for the former first lady, not for the Democrat savior, not for that person, right? This is who the Democrats are going to throw out there in 2028. This is not looking very good. That's a lot, that's good views. But not for a former first lady, not for Michelle Obama with millions and millions of followers. Or is it fabricated? Is it just bots? Now, here's a segment that I got to show you guys from Jesse Waters. Speaking of Michelle Obama spilling the family secrets, it's not just about the views and the flops. It's about what the hell is going on with the Obamas. Something weird is happening. Take a listen.
Primetime's been wondering where Michelle Obama's been. She snubbed both Jimmy Carter's funeral and Trump's inauguration. And last week, Barack went to a basketball game all by himself. Turns out Michelle's been busy working on a new podcast, and so far, it's been a flop. The first 2 episodes have been up all day and only gotten a few thousand views on YouTube. Half of them are probably primetime producers. But still, Michelle's spilling the family secrets, like how Barry gets on her nerves. Listen.
Barack, he had to adjust to what on time was for me.
Because he was on that island time.
Well, but I've got this husband who's like, when it's time to leave, it's 3:00. He's getting up and going to the bathroom. And I was like, dude, like 3:00 departure means you've done all that, It's like, don't start looking for your glasses, at the 3:00 departure. But he's improved over 30 years of marriage. But that was you must adjust.
Michelle says her husband doesn't really like people, doesn't know how to talk to him, and doesn't even really care.
When a girlfriend comes to visit, it's usually like, you got to stay for 2 days because it's going to take us
so much time to
check up. Now, Barack's come in, he's come out, and he's like, y'all still talking? He'll sit down for 5 minutes, be like, how are the boys? And the flip side of my husband, right? Because he golfs, and golfing takes as long as the first session of our, it takes 5 hours to golf. He'll golf with his buddies, come back and be like, how's X? He's good. It's like, what'd y'all talk about? Nothing.
Hate to break it to Michelle, but guys don't get deep on the course. Normally, when someone rags on their spouse, there's usually a little love. Like, Jimmy, he never listens, but he looks cute in his suit. But that wasn't cute. Did she drop this podcast to distance herself from Barack so she could run for president? Every politician starts a podcast right before they launch their next campaign. Looking at you, Gavin. And it turns out Michelle wasn't the only one who had problems with Barack when he was in office. Michelle says the kids were embarrassed too.
Every year we'd have the turkey pardoning. And that was the one thing that the girls would do at Barack, was to go stand next to him when he pardoned this turkey.
Yes.
And it was cute when they were little, but as they got older, you could see on their faces in the shots of them thinking, I would just poke my eyes out. Just right now, just get me out of here. I'm standing with my father telling these stupid jokes, next to a turkey. So by the time we got to the last turkey pardoning, they were done. They were just like, I'm out. I'm not going.
Michelle also revealing that she didn't want her husband running for president. That makes two of us.
Being married to the president of the United States thing.
Yeah.
that none of us kind of banked on. I mean, we knew Barack was smart and, ambitious, but, I think, but you talked me into supporting his run.
I did.
Because I was definitely like, nope, no way. This is crazy. We've done enough crazy stuff.
That's right. That's right. Barack came to me and he's like, I can't convince your sister to go along with this. And I'm like, whoa, go along with what? And it's like, I think I'm going to run for president. And I was like, what? I convinced you to not penalize him for being really good at what he does.
So basically the podcast is just her bashing her husband. What's happening there? But so we have Democrats starting podcast. We have Gavin Newsom's new career flopping as he's inviting nonstop right-wingers to his show that's pissing off his own party and Democrats. Democrats are really in more trouble than I honestly thought. I think that this is a crazy thing because right now there was a report coming out of 50 House Democrats posting the exact same thing at the exact same time. And here's a look, House Democrats staying united, 4-week funding extension that are harmful cuts. As you can see that's the same thing all these 50 Democrats posted at the same time. There's something happening with Democrats. Somebody else may have been in control this whole time that we really just don't know. A lot of people thought it was the old man, Obama, Michelle, but it looks like even they are scattering and they don't even know what's going on or who's in charge. But that is a whole bunch of Democrats posting the same thing at the same time, between senators, between congressmen and women. This is all of them posting the same thing. What does that tell you about the Democratic Party right now? Where are they? Where are they going? I'm not sure. But one thing I do know is that Michelle Obama was supposed to be literally, and I said it again, the savior. She was supposed to come and save the Democratic Party from Donald Trump in 2024. She didn't. They still say that she's the biggest voice and there's all the potential in the world. But watching this really did wake me up to maybe that's not really real. Maybe that's been a lie the whole time, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you think about Michelle running in 2028, about Gavin Newsom's new podcast, him getting hate, basically abandoning his party to talk to right-wingers because his party hates every right-winger possible. And also Democrats posting the same things. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.